navigating busy school halls can be intimidating. Now imagine being just 4 feet tall, weighing only 20 pounds, and having no peripheral vision. In the halls of the Mohawk Junior-Senior High School, this little robot fits in like any other student. That's because, through the screen, it is.
Well, like build Legos, play with my cars.
14-year-old Chris Kalaluka is in the 7th grade, and his passion is building things. There are no limits at the Lego table.
Basically, this is a whole entire Pittsburgh city.
Chris was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus, a buildup of fluid inside the brain. When he was in the 1st grade, he started having seizures and missed a lot of school.
That's really what started the downfall of his health.
Doctors diagnosed Chris with a rare seizure disorder called electrical status epilepticus in sleep. Chris's mom, Terry, tried sending him back to school, but it was too draining on his body.
The school nurse kept calling me saying, "You need to come pick him up. He can't continue in the day." He would be tired and exhausted and physically just wiped out.
By the 2nd grade, Chris had developed additional health issues, including short-term memory loss, breathing difficulties, and heart rate problems. He would have to be schooled at home.
School experience prior to the robot was not a very good one.
Chris missed his friends at school, so the district kept looking for a solution. That's when technology coordinator Teresa McConnell stumbled upon the Vigo robot.
My mom was watching the news, and I just happened to walk through the room, and I heard Vigo, student, and video conferencing, and I turned and I looked and I said, that is exactly what we need.
The Vigo robot, supplied by Rodata Incorporated in Sharpsburg, allows Chris to be in 2 places at once.
Ralph needs to be uppercase.
From his room at home, Chris uses his laptop to remotely control the robot, which allows him to attend class as if he were physically there.
We demoed it all summer, just made sure that it worked in every classroom, in the auditorium, so he would be able to be a part of that atmosphere as well.
Superintendent Kathy Qualick took the idea to the school board, which approved the $5,000 machine.
We actually brought it in for a test run during a board meeting and allowed the board members to actually interact with, I believe it was one of our faculty members that was on the other end, and seeing that you were actually talking to a live person in live time.
Go take a right.
They knew the situation. They knew that for this child it would open up the world for him.
No, we're gonna go on a lap and then I'll be talking.
Chris can direct the motorized robot on wheels to roam the halls, moving from class to class.
The arrows help me go up, forward and backwards.
It has gears on it to make it look more gamey.
Drive slow, 3rd gear. 3rd.
It has sensors on it so it won't fall down the stairs. There's cliff detection.
And to be on the safe side, Chris and the Vigo have a special escort, Senior Fred Gattelmeyer, who helps the robot down the hall.
Kind of amazing how they would invent something to help him go to places while he's still at home.
Vigo has built-in microphones, speakers, a video camera, and video display, which gives Chris a chance to do something he's been missing out on for all these years.
So I can interact with our kids and have fun.
Chris can not only see and hear his classmates and teachers, he can talk to them.
How many do you have so far, Chris?
Only 4 of the rectangle.
And students seem to enjoy this unique interaction.
Hey, Chris.
Yes?
Do you know what one of the 4 radiometric datings are?
Huh?
Any lesson Chris would get in school, he now gets at home.
Can you see those, Chris?
And in case he has any questions, a special teacher is there by his side. Joshua Long spends the majority of the school day with Chris.
Helps me with challenging things in each class. And, well, he really helps with science a lot. And I'm glad he helps, because if he didn't help, I would be lost.
Flip it.
And in the short time they've worked together, Long says Chris's confidence has soared.
Well, from the start, it was more when he says hello, he'll put his head down and kind of shy away from eye contact, or he'll look at me first to see if I'm okay with what he's saying. And now he'll just say hi, not a problem, or he'll pop up a few questions here or there.
There he is. There's my teacher.
Chris is also getting a chance to share his personality.
Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I was so glad that you remembered. I liked your card. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chris, very fun-loving. He is caring. He would do anything for you.
Chris is very outgoing. He's very verbal.
Michelle Peterson and Ben Edwards are two of Chris's teachers. They say having Chris and the Vigo robot in their classrooms is just like having any other student.
The class that he is in, it's a very small class. I only have 10 students total. So he is able to be right out of group with the kids, and they'll ask him questions and I can ask him questions. So it's just been very normal.
What do we need, Chris?
Period.
Shocking. Thank you.
I really like that Chris is able to do things other than just school. He's able to go to the activity fair and see. He's able to come to a club meeting. He could go to an assembly. And those are things that Chris hasn't experienced for a long, long time.
And Chris is taking full advantage of his new opportunities by signing up for extracurricular activities.
One is student council, one is news.
And he's teased his sister by suggesting he would also like to try out for a sport.
He said he wanted to be part of the track team. I had to laugh because he thought the robot could take the place of him. But
Here we are. We are on.
Chris's sense of humor isn't lost on his classmates.
Say hi to Sierra.
Hi. Good.
It's pretty fun. He likes taking pictures, and we call him the Cheese Man.
There's a feature on the Vigo, and he likes to take pictures on the Vigo. So I'll be at the board, and you'll hear say cheese.
There's two. One is faces on a lion, and the other one's on a bodybuilder.
I can't explain how life changed after the Vigo robot, because the change in Chris is almost miraculous.
and I'm so happy that he gets the chance to experience what I experienced when I was in school.
Nice job, Chris.
For this 14-year-old boy, going to school is the highlight of his day. His friends and family say his determination and inspiration are contagious.
He's like, don't be afraid, like who you are.
Compassion for others, and for teenagers, that is very difficult for them to learn that part of life unless you have an experience like this. And I think this is opening that up to our kids.
As for the future, Chris's mom and sister say there are no limits.
I expect him to go to college just like my older two did.
I hope he can do things that I had the chance to do and other kids his age have the chance to do, and as he becomes an adult that he can lead a productive life.